Hey guys, MarcoRobert here. Thank you so much for checking my channel, guys. Now, over the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you the steps to becoming a successful entrepreneur. This is exactly what you need to do to becoming a successful entrepreneur, right? Okay? So, how do we become a successful entrepreneur? Well, the first thing that you need to understand is there's a big difference between being a business owner and being an entrepreneur, right? Being a business owner, you get a business license, you start a business, bravo, you're a business owner. An entrepreneur is somebody completely different. An entrepreneur is someone who is devoted to, number one, creating solutions for the world. Number two, creating quality solutions to the world. And number three, to build a business that can sustainably continue to build quality solutions for business, right? And that's the one part that I actually want to address right here. How do we create a business that sustainably creates quality solutions for the world? How do we do that? Well, the word is system. That's the number one word. If you want to become an entrepreneur, what differentiates an entrepreneur to a business owner is the word system. See, people who do not systemize their businesses do not become successful. I remember about 15 years ago, I was giving a conference in Northern California, and I had about 40 business people in the room. And I asked them, I said, what's your job? You're a business person, what's your job? And I had a huge whiteboard behind me. Like, one of those 6 feet by 4 feet, humongous whiteboard. So I took a marker and I said, what is your job? And people started to yell their job at me. So, I own a car dealership. Yeah, but what's your job? What do you have to do? Well, I have to do sales. Well, what does that mean? What do you do? What do you do? Well, I have to call clients. Okay, making phone calls. That's one job. What else? Well, I have to sell. Well, what does that mean to sell them? Well, I have to show them cars. Okay, you have to show them cars. Show them cars. What else? Well, I have to go over the benefits of owning a car. Okay, good. What else? I have to interview them. All right. I have to run their credit. Okay, right. Okay, you understand? So this guy's telling me everything. Then I go to the other guy. He says, I own a healthcare company. What's your job? And he tells me his job. I have to do my billing. What does that mean? Well, I have to create invoices. Okay, create invoices. I have to mail my invoices. Okay, I have to collect the checks. Okay, I have to deposit the checks. I understand, guys? Then I asked this guy here, what do you do? He says, well, I own an agricultural company. Okay, a farm. Great. What's your job? Well, I have to train my employees. Okay, great. I have to train employees. I have to hire employees. Okay, great. I have to service my machinery. Okay, great. Right? And then for about 30 or 40 minutes, these CEOs of businesses were throwing at me all the different jobs that they had to do in order to actually succeed in business. And after about 30 minutes, I stopped, not because they were done, but because there was no more room on the whiteboard. And I quickly counted. I had over 200, nearly 300 items written on that board. In other words, if you own a business, there's probably 200 or 300 jobs that you have to perform. That's crazy, right? That's kind of overwhelming and it's confusing. So an entrepreneur is somebody who actually will be able to organize their work, systemize their work in a way that's going to be much more productive. So I'll tell you what I did. Many, many years ago, I organized all of these 3 or 4 of many, many different business jobs that you have to do into what I call the 4 segments of business. So write this down. Number one, your number one job is to actually build teams. You need to have teams that are productive, that actually can create quality. You need to have teams, right? And if you run a business by yourself, then you're the team. But there's still people inside of your business. You're running that business. Okay? Team. Number 2, operations. Operations is how we actually create a product or a service and how we make money from that product or service. So it could be things like operations could be things like your manufacturing process. It could be things like how you work with the client. Let's say you're an accountant, you offer a service, right? So how do you actually offer that service? What are your opening hours? All of this would actually be part of your operation. Also, what's part of your operation is all your accounting methods. You know, do you have a budget? Do you have a variance report? Do you have a cash flow analysis? You understand? Everything that pertains to money, how we make money, how we control money, it all falls under what I call operation. Okay, that's the second segment. The third segment is customers or customer service. What are you doing to actually make sure that your customers are not only happy, but they actually want to come back, right? So what systems are you going to put in place to make sure that your customers actually come back, spend more and more money with you, and they're happy to do so, okay? And then the last segment of running any business is sales and marketing. So if you want to find out the steps to becoming an entrepreneur and the steps that you must take, it's this. Your job is to look at these 4 segments of business and systemize every one of them. Those are the steps, right? So what do I mean by systemize? People always come to me and say, do you mean like a technology system? Do I need like a software? Do I need like a machine? No, systems are a lot more simpler than that. A system is simply an organized way of creating a result over and over again, always expecting the same result. Right? Just think of McDonald's, for example, right? Their hamburgers are always made the exact same way. You know, the amount of mustard on every burger is exactly the same. The amount of ketchup on every burger is exactly the same. The way those hamburgers are wrapped is always the same. You know, French fries are dipped in oil for exactly the same amount of time at every McDonald's around the world. That's what I mean by system. A system is simply you sitting down, thinking about your business and organizing a process, a methodology, a checklist, a training. It could be a report. But it's a way to ensure that the way you do something is always done in the most optimized way. That's what I mean by systemize. So what's your job? The job of an entrepreneur is simply to systemize these 4 segments of business. Your team, operations, your customers, customer satisfaction, and your sales and marketing. Guys, that's it. Running a business is very, very, very simple. You know what I like to say? Running a business is like putting together a puzzle, the kind of puzzle that the 5-year-olds put together. You know, the puzzle is like this big. Each piece is about this size. There's about 30 pieces, and they're all pretty much the same color. You know how simple those puzzles are to put together, right? That's what business is. It's very, very, very simple. The problem is that you have a lot of business owners out there who do not understand how simple it is. And they bring a lot of emotions and they bring a lot of things in business that shouldn't be there. So they're holding a piece of the puzzle which is clearly a corner. It's a corner piece. You can see it's square and it's square. It's a corner piece. And they're trying to force that piece of puzzle in the middle of the puzzle. You're like, dude, stop. You're going to break the freaking puzzle. And they're like, I wrote it there. And they're stomping on that piece of puzzle. See, that's what most business owners out there do. Because they don't understand that the job of an entrepreneur is simply to systemize the 4 segments of business. Work with your team, work with your operations, work with your customers, and then figure out exactly the best way to do sales and marketing. I'm going to ask you right now, what's your job? What are you going to have to do tomorrow? What's the first thing you're going to have to do tomorrow to make your business better? Pick one of these 4 things and then go at it and just make it happen. Guys, this is Coach Marco. You know, if you love to thrive, if you want to expand your business, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Because you know I'm going to keep on bringing you a lot of sensible business advice that can actually make you millions and help you thrive in your business. Okay, guys, this is the same information I bring to my customers who pay tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars to work with me all over the world, right? And by the way, if you like this video, if you enjoyed this video, and if you want to find out more about the steps to actually becoming an entrepreneur, then the steps that you must take to thrive in business, just comment below. And I like to read the comments. Most of the time I can actually reply to you. Or simply just reach out to me directly. Find me online and reach out to me. Guys, this is Coach MarcoRobert. I'll see you next time around. Take care.